Hello, hello. Welcome back to the podcast. It's your girl, Kamie Crawford. And today, Cupid is in the building. We have TikTok's Cupid, host of the Street Hearts series and author of Modern Dating for Dummies, Tiff Baira. Tiff, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
I have seen you flying around New York City, making matches, taking names. Has it been so much fun just like being a matchmaker for New Yorkers?
I mean, it's actually amazing because I feel like I came from a place of needing help myself, and it was like, if no one's gonna do this, then I guess it's my job.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Like,
Yeah.
I think anyone that's lived in a major city, whether it's New York, LA, like it's really hard to just put yourself out there. So I love that. Like, I've made so many friends from doing it, and it's so cool because every time I go out, I'm like, holy shit, y'all are still together. Or I'm like, oh, you want to date with him, but now you're with him. I feel like I have this like tea on everybody.
Yeah. Is it not like distracting? Like if you're, because you're single.
Yeah, I'm single.
When you're out looking to date for yourself, are you also looking out for like all of your friends?
No, it's like actually becoming a problem because I'm like, oh, I like you, but you know, you'd be so good with that person. So, and like my friends, she literally was like, Tiff, you gotta stop mentioning that you want them to come on the show because then they think you're not interested. So it's like almost like I'm matchmaking too hard to the sun because I'm like, you know what? Like, because my brain just thinks that way. And I'm like, let me focus on the girlies.
Yeah.
And then I'll get to me later.
Yeah.
But you know, if I meet the right guy, I'm like, oh, I think I found your match, baby. It's me.
What is your like go-to place to find dates? Are you like more of an in the wild type person or are you on the apps?
I'm a nice hybrid, you know?
Yeah.
I think the main thing for me is like I use the apps with caution. So if I am using the apps, I only use it for like 48 hours and then we plan a date. So like I don't need a fucking pen pal. Like I need a partner.
I love that.
So I have really strict, you know, guidelines that I follow when using the apps because I think it's really challenging. Sometimes you get lost in like, oh my God, I'm getting attention, but attention is not affection. And like my goals are to actually like go out with someone. Like I can't even like my spelling is I get stressed. I'm like, am I using an Oxford comma here? Like I don't want to fucking I don't like to text.
Is this MLA approved or whatever the fuck? I don't know if they even do
I
that
know.
anymore.
Wait, MLA approved is crazy.
I don't know if they even do. How old are you?
I'm 28.
I'm 32. And you had MLA format.
Oh, of course I had MLA formatting.
They don't have that anymore. There's no way they have
You
MLA
want to hear
anymore.
like with academics, like you remember Rate My Professor?
Yes.
In college?
Yes.
I think we need to make that for exes.
Is that what the T app was supposed to be?
Is that it? I don't know. I've never used it.
They had the T app to like expose like weirdos, creepos, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's like definitely needed, but imagine like a funny one. Like where it's like, okay, like he's a 7 in bed, but he actually is a good comedian. He has a mattress on the ground, but like
no.
Actually 0 stars.
Yeah, mattress on the ground. Period. No stars. No rating.
Like I wish we could have like a girly pop review of like, so what's it actually like?
That would be cute.
But I feel like it would be hard because someone like gets their heart broken and they're like, he's a monster.
Yeah, no, 1000%. And if it's the flip side, like if it's the other way around, I would have a lot of really bad reviews, I think.
Yeah, what would your dating Yelp review be?
I mean, everyone would be just bitter and heartbroken, so they're going to leave me really bad reviews.
Yeah, because you're the one that got away.
Yeah. They should give me 5 stars for trying.
Of course. Well,
I was here. I gave my effort. I did my big one, and I sent you off better than I found you.
And you know what? Maturity is realizing most of your ex-relationships were charity. You know, where's my write-off? Where's my tax cut?
See,
I have done so much charity for these men.
That's why you're my girl. Because that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like I should be entitled to compensation.
Literally. 1-800, get rid of it.
Yes.
Have you ever, like, I feel like every relationship that I go on to next, it's always someone better. So in the way that I also, like, you know, feel like every relationship is meant to find me, I do feel like it's only going up.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
1000%. I never went backwards.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Well,
look, you're okay. You're allowed to slide back if it's just a hookup. That's my rule.
Yes, exactly.
But do not ever go back to an ex for real.
Yeah. No.
I was just thinking about this when I was writing my chapter about like breakups, and like I always say, like, never eat something that made you sick again. because it's always going to be the same results. And at that point, like we all know, like if you're eating that one thing like that you like, you know it's going to make you sick, but you do it anyway. And I think that's also like going back to someone that hurt you in the past. And I think a lot of times people think it's this huge breakup or they're nasty or they're cheating. Those, in my opinion, are not always the hardest to leave. I think sometimes it's harder to leave the one that was mediocre. It was lukewarm. They were kind, but they're not your person, you know? Like how much strength it takes to be like, okay, this is a 7, but I deserve a 10.
Yeah. It's hard. It's scary, actually.
It is.
Like those have been the scariest breakups for me, being like, okay, nothing's actually wrong here. It's just not right for me. Nothing is wrong with you. You're just not my person. Like that's a really hard conversation to have.
Oh, it's terrible. And it's also just like there can be a lot of love there, but you know that there's something else, some passion or something that's missing. And I think in times in a relationship, hopefully you're evolving and growing.
Yeah.
So the person that you were in a relationship with 4 years ago, maybe they're not evolving at the same pace as you. And they can be a great person, but you could also want more. I think that's happened to me so much in my 20s because when I started making content at 22. And at that time I was a hostess and I had so much time to date. And I also was so fucking insecure. Like literally, I felt lucky someone wanted to take me out. I was like, oh my God, he texted me at 11 p.m. I'm putting a full beat on. I'm headed over to his house. No, I all of my work that I try to do and help people know about their worth and confidence comes from me still struggling with it, you know? But I think when we're 20, when we're 21, we don't know enough to understand that like, hey, babe, like his bare minimum isn't hot. Like the bad boy is actually bad.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of experience to and even now it's like I finally got to a point where I view people treating me bad as like disrespect, or even to the point where it's like small things where it's like being incredibly late or not taking a long time to respond to a text. Like that's not hot.
Right.
I'm not chasing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
we were talking about that offline before we started recording. Let's talk about like the first date etiquette.
My favorite thing.
First date etiquette. I want to hear from you what you think. Like who's planning, who's making the res, like what do you think? How do you think that a good solid start should look like?
Yeah. I mean, I think it definitely depends on your preferences and like your gender. So like I would say for like a straight date, right? I personally find it hot when a guy takes initiative, but also wants to be, you know, mindful and incorporate your ideas too. So I 100% say the word soon should not exist in your vocabulary when setting up a date. If a guy is saying, I want to see you soon, he does not give a fuck if you live or die.
Because like, what does soon mean?
Nothing.
Soon could mean in the next 5 minutes. Soon could mean in the next 5 days. Soon could mean in the next 5 weeks.
You know, I like hate the word soon. Like soon does not exist in my dating vocabulary. But I love when someone makes a time and place. That's just bare minimum. Yeah. I say no open table reservation, no open heart or legs.
Period. Period.
But if someone's taking, whether like, I personally like when a guy does it and he's like, okay, so you want to get drinks. I live in the West Village. You live in Williamsburg. Let's find a place in the middle. Yeah. Don't go somewhere near their house or your house because temptation does rise. Correct. And you know, if that's what you're looking for, that's fine.
Or to me, it just like, not in all cases, because sometimes like the place can be really good, but some cases I feel like it's a sign of laziness. Like you just don't want to go out of your way. And
he's brought 10 dates there this
week. Right.
If the hostess knows his name, get the fuck out of there.
Like, you're back. Leave. Call that fucking Uber, sis.
Get the fuck out. So I love the idea of like, okay, first set the time and date, bare minimum. Next, let's find something that works for both of us. And if it's just drinks, I still like when it has a personal touch to them. So like, when someone chooses a restaurant, it actually shows a lot about their personality. If a guy is bringing you to a place with like 50 shades of TVs, like a Buffalo Wild Wings, and he's watching the TV more than you, that's a sign. No, you know those men.
I would freak out.
Like, did he want to go on a date or did he want to watch the Knicks?
He wanted to watch the Knicks.
And bring you with him.
1000%.
So I think definitely, like, for me, best date night spots, low lighting. Because, you know, if he's a 7, then it'll look like a 10 by the end of the night after a martini.
Correct.
Low lighting, romantic. You never want to do something too overwhelming where it's like super loud. So I don't like to go to like music shows or movies or anything where like talking on a first date can already be overwhelming.
Yeah.
You don't want anything that's like so like insane where you feel like you're either screaming or you can't talk enough.
Right.
So, and always go to a place that gives you a reservation, because walk-ins only are such a risk, because it's like you're already using your date conversation like at the pre-date when you're waiting in line for a table. And there's nothing more awkward than like, sorry, we're at capacity. And you're like, fuck.
That's such an ick too. Like you're like jockeying for position by the bar with a bunch of other people waiting for your table for 30 minutes. No.
Yeah, and if it's a cool dive bar and you don't have to make a reservation, know that there will be seating. So that's it. I really do think when it comes to a first date, choose a place that embodies your personality, make sure it's comfortable, and also like make sure that they leave there being like, I know a little bit more about you. So
yeah,
at a dinner, drinks, that's fine. I also think really cool, like if you're on a budget, because let's be honest, a lot of people in New York are.
Correct.
Like the free MoMA on Friday is cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you don't want to, I always say like, there are so many like BYOB options. Like even if you're going to Battery Park, I know people really talk shit about like the coffee dates and all that stuff. I do think sometimes a daytime date can be really effective because you're actually getting to know each other like without the liquid courage.
Yeah. True.
But if you're going to go that route, make sure it doesn't feel cheap. So even if you don't want to spend $200 on a date, make sure that you're like, okay, I'm literally have a fucking picnic basket, or I have something like an activity to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the dinner drink debates is very, what do you think? Dinner or drinks?
I cannot think of anything that would make me want to hurl myself off of the Empire State Building more than having to be forced to eat dinner across from someone that I have no interest in.
Literally.
There's literally nothing that I would hate more than that.
No.
Dates in general freak me out. I haven't been on that many dates in my life.
Wait, so what was your timeline? Were you constantly in like a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. I love.
And like one of my boyfriends I met on Facebook. Like I'm like,
what? What? Facebook has dating?
No, when I was 13, they did. Oh, no, crazy.
But I do also think for people that don't want to do dating apps, like utilizing like Instagram or Facebook, if you're still on, like you can use that as a dating app. The amount of guys that like will heart my stories and I'm like, oh, they're fucking in love with
you're
me.
Obsessed with me, obviously. Just ask me out.
Just like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, no, well, that was my sophomore year of high school. I don't even know. Anyway, that was the Facebook one. But my boyfriend and I got on a dating app for the first time, which was Raya. We met my first day on the app, immediately got on the phone. He asked me to brunch the next day and we went to brunch. And that was a great date. I loved it because like we could also drink a little.
Oh, yeah.
But I also knew that I wanted to go on this date with him. There's not many people that I'm like, I want to sit across from you for more than 5 minutes.
I can't believe you've had a Raya romance. Look at you getting out of being single. They kicked me out. Fuck, get me back on.
They kicked you out?
Yeah, I got kicked out of Raya like in 2022 because you're not allowed to talk about it. And then I made a TikTok and I got like 10 mil or something like that. And then they're like, next day, you didn't meet our guidelines. I didn't show a picture or anything.
Wait, I think I saw your TikTok.
Yeah, how to
Was
get
it about
Raya.
like who was on there?
Yeah, there might have been some disclosures. I deserved it. Fuck.
Well, we all talk about who's on there.
Like,
they're very like hardcore.
Whatever.
And they've yet to reach out to me, even though I'm the only positive testimonial that they have.
Yeah, because everyone, I mean, to me, when I was on it, it felt like Google Maps. Like you can see where everyone is, but nobody was linking up.
And there are a lot of people like looking for a third on there. And I'm like, okay, I see the pictures of your wife in the profile. I'm going to pass on this one for me.
And it's like, it just felt like you were in a nightclub in like bottle service where everyone's trying to like schmooze how much money they have.
Yes.
Which I love a rich man. Don't get me wrong. Like I've never been like, OMG, my dream is a brokey. No, yeah. I don't. I want a man with a career and ambition. Yes. But at this point in time, like as my career and life has evolved, like I genuinely like I've dated very rich men. I've dated, struggling artists with the mattress on the floor. Okay. You know what? We all have a past.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
But sometimes there's things that I picked from all of them that I really liked and really didn't like.
Yeah.
And now I'm 28. I'm looking for like actual love. And what I've realized, the guys that are sometimes perfect on paper are not perfect for me, and they're not going to be perfect for you. It's like understanding what qualities, both like on the outward side you're looking for, but also like what are the qualities that like someone has when, I don't know, your dog dies or when you are stressed about taxes, or like, as you start to build a life with someone, yes, money will make things easier, but that emotional ability to show like, I'm here with you, I'm by your side, like that's either like, I'm not on the market for a boyfriend. I want a fucking husband.
Yeah.
Like I'm done. I've dated enough boyfriends.
Honestly though, Tiff, that's exactly what I said before I got into my next relationship. I was like, I'm not a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm a wife.
Don't refer
Address
to me
as such. Address me as such. And then of course the ugly fuglies in the comments are gonna be like, but are you a wife yet? No. Mind your fucking business.
That is
we're getting there.
Concern. Everyone needs to relax.
Like, calm down. Calm down. Not too fucking loud. Okay, back to qualities. We talked about, before we started recording, about respect as far as people's time. And as a chronically late girly myself.
It's because you're a baddie.
It's literally because I'm
like baddies need their 15 minutes time to get ready.
This lip liner doesn't go on quick.
No, 100%.
Okay? There's a lot of work to be done. In straight relationships, the men, how late can they be before we go home? And who can be late to the first date?
I mean, I love a grand entrance. So I'm always 10 minutes late. Even if I'm standing outside of the restaurant, I'm going, like the idea of sitting alone waiting for a man with a straw, like, and like a little like tiki drink, like that cannot be me. So even if I'm on time, I'm going to be a bit delayed.
Why does it have to be a tiki drink?
Because I love a tropical beverage. Like I will, that's the only thing that'll get me through a first date. Like I'm getting a pina colada or it's not a like.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I just, at this point, I feel like I'm just like a menace. like I'm not even trying to be hot anymore. It used to be dirty martinis. And I'm like,
ew.
Could I get a Cosmo frozen with a side of cheese sticks? No.
That actually sounds lovely right now.
No. Don't. The worst thing a guy's ever ordered was onion dip on a date. I'm like, do you hate me?
What? He didn't want to kiss.
He didn't want to kiss.
But
he tried, though. And I.
With onion dip breath?
That was
chip on his tongue? No.
I love I can't land a flame in 100 different places. But okay, if I am going on a date with a guy, I will give him, just like a normal restaurant, a 15-minute grace period. You lose your reservation after that 15 minutes, you lose me.
Yeah.
15 minutes is just like it shows me something about your character. You're gonna be late when I'm having a child. You're gonna miss that. You're gonna be late when I'm doing a show. Like there's two people in a relationship. There's the one that always has a dead phone and the person that charges it. There's someone that's always,
oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so real.
And I'm the one that will always have a dead phone, will always be manically like, where's my passport while we're on the way to like fucking Paris? Like, I need someone that at this point, I don't know. Like, I need a man that's hot, silly, and also can run my life. Like he's running like a whole business.
Yeah.
Because I love running my business. I love being like so on it in my own work life. But when I'm like with a man, like I love to be like da da da, like no thoughts.
I like to just take my brain out of my skull.
Yeah.
And just wander around like a little lost girl.
Yes, like frolic. Yeah. Like I just love that.
Yeah.
And I think in some of my last previous relationships, I really was allowed to do that. And I really loved that in the sense that it's like, you can be very hard, you can be strong, you can be tough, but the sign of a strong man is someone that allows you to be soft, is not intimidated of you when you are being strong. Like hottest thing to me when I'm dating someone, we're at a party, we don't talk to each other the whole night. We're two separate people, we're doing our own things, but then at the end we do our debrief and we're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
So I think sometimes, and I'm sure like before you met your person, like they like that you're shiny, they like that you're bold, they like that you're the star.
Yeah.
And then they try to make you shine less because they're intimidated by it.
Yeah.
So the thing that attracted you to me is now the thing that you resent. Because I can be your cheerleader, but I also have my own team. You know what I mean?
You drop some really fucking crazy bars casually. That's so real though. Because sometimes you will find that. Sometimes they're attracted to that light and then they try to snuff it out. I've seen it happen time and time. It's happened to me. And finding someone who is like, oh, your light is so bright. I want to help you shine even brighter. How can I contribute to this? Yeah. That without taking control over it. It's hot.
Oh, it was truly like that from my last relationship, I really learned that that's exactly what I want. Like we could be at the bar with laptops up, not talking, working hard. And then after I'm like, oh, he's like, I have food for you. Like, you know, it's truly someone that likes all sides of you. And I always say like a lot of times people date from ego where it's like they want to be the person that someone doesn't love, but like is obsessed with. And obsession and love are two different things.
Correct.
And
Block it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see this a lot. I call it like the hot tattooed boy band guy with like the more basic approaching person. Like I feel like the thing is sometimes, and this happened to me when I was younger, when I didn't really know my direction, some men wanted me because I was just a piece of furniture in their life. And now that I'm like, I'm the house, but you know what? We could be neighbors.
Yeah.
So we could share.
Yeah. Do they still want to be a part of it? Like it's a true testament. Like
yeah, and the right people will. And I never think, and I hope everyone that's dating, you got to get rid of the scarcity mindset. Not all men suck. Not all women are bitches. Like taking your money. Like the rhetoric online, I think, creates this binary that like we're against each other. Now there are some fucked up men out there, and yes, there's a lot of fabulous divas that are gonna try and get that coin.
Yeah,
you know, and there's validity in the sentiments, but I do think let people prove you right or wrong. You can't go into a date having a bias about who they are.
Yeah,
you have to let them show you who they are, and then you act accordingly. I think we bring so much baggage from previous experiences, but the person you're dating is not your ex. Correct. Your ex is gone. Why are you showing up to dinner with baggage that couldn't even be checked in to a cargo plane? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's so real.
I think we need a refresh. And life isn't TikTok. And as someone that does TikTok, we both do content. We do this. Dating it can't be a story time all the time.
And everything can't be sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so sorry. I love it for the girls, but everything can't be sprinkle, sprinkle. I say this on the podcast often, and I get it. I get it. It's very appealing to have someone who's going to do everything for you, pay all of your bills. But if they have the power to feed you, then they have the power to starve you. And you have to be very careful about that.
And that's the true thing. I mean, my life changed significantly when I stopped waiting for someone to save me. You had to realize, you know what? I never want to worry like if my rent is going to be paid.
Yeah.
And or if I piss someone off, will I have my stability? You really can't date freely if your stability and your livelihood is in the hands of someone else.
Correct.
Now, I do think there are like situations where people are hyper aware. Like you've seen these relationships. I don't know if I would call this love. Probably more of a business deal. Like where you know that they might not really even love each other, but they know what it is.
Yeah.
And I think what's amazing about dating now is that you get to decide what type of relationship you want, whether it's poly or an age gap or loving who you love. Like that's your decision. But know that the power dynamics will always exist.
Yeah.
In the sense that like, if you're going to date someone that has a lot more money than you, or you then, and they're your source of stability, it's not a balanced situation.
You might have to fold a few times,
you know,
and it's not always going to be fun. But you'll get to go to France.
Go to France. But from what I've realized, going to France with the wrong person will make it feel like a trailer park.
That is a fucking fact.
I'm looking for love.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I'm very weary now of what I think that is. And love changes as you change.
Right.
And if they're not adding, they're subtracting. Like 100%. And I would rather be single than with someone that has everything. They're bringing me. At this point, like, yes, I love to go to a nice restaurant. I love to be wined and dined.
Yeah.
But if you fucking suck, I'd rather eat alone.
Correct. That's what scares me about those kinds of dates. I'm telling you.
No, literally.
Okay, I want to talk to you about situationships.
Gorgeous.
Your book must touch on this.
Oh, it talks heavily on situationships.
What's your take on situationships? Because some relationships do begin as situationships, but for how long? Is it a situationship or is it just like dating? I don't know. What say you?
I think situationships is when one person wants something more and the other person doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the negative connotation of a situationship is that you're not on the same page. Because if you both want something casual, then you're just dating.
It's not
or
a
it's a
situationship.
fling. Have you ever heard someone say, "Oh my God, I'm in a situationship. I'm so happy"? No, because typically the person that's saying that they're in a situationship wants more, and the other person isn't giving them.
Because the other person would never say, "I'm in a situationship."
No, if you're happy in something, you're not calling it a situationship. That's just a fact.
Damn, that's true.
Because you're either just, we're dating, we're seeing how it's going,
we're talking,
we're chatting, it's fun.
Yeah.
Or you're like, we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Situationships are the hell fucking purgatory of something you really want. If you're in a situationship, you're settling. There's no negotiating that. Because to me, situationships is someone that's saying, I truly want more, but I don't know if I could be able to get it with him or anyone else. So it's better to have a situationship than nothing at all, which is the biggest lie that you can tell yourself, because your situationship is stopping you from getting into your relationship.
This is what I say all the time. It's like a doorway.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is standing at big brolic as fuck, taking up the whole space of the doorway, not letting anybody else in. Your husband is behind him. He can't see you because he's trying to look over this fucking monster that's standing in the doorway.
Literally. And the thing is, if you're in a relationship where it feels like you're chasing or trying to prove your worth, the other person is aware that you feel that way and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So by staying in a situationship, you're saying, oh, they're better than me and I'm going to just stay here because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Situationships are based on fear. And I think the biggest thing I've learned, and I hope other people can learn, being single isn't a disease. Being single is a sign that you refuse to settle. Because I talk to single people all day, every day. And what I've realized, if you wanted to be in a relationship right now, you could.
Yeah.
It is very fucking easy to get in a relationship. If you want to go to like that Walmart bin, you know, where they have all those DVDs, you're like trying to get that $2.99. Yeah. Are you... You have to ask yourself, am I a clearance rack in a Dollar Tree or am I a Birkin?
And it's hard to get a fucking Birkin.
There's a line waiting for the Birkin.
You can't just walk up in the store and ask.
A Birkin is just a bag. It's a bag. It's a beautiful bag.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful bag. But you know what makes a Birkin a Birkin? It knows it's a Birkin.
Yep.
And other people then start to pay 20 grand for a Birkin. It's like that water bottle concept. A water bottle in a pack of 12 is 25 cents. A water bottle from a vending machine, $2.99. A water bottle at the airport, $5,000.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, you have to understand not everyone's going to like you. And you can't put your price tag on other people's opinion. So if there's a million people that are getting what they want, why can't you? You're stopping yourself from what you want by saying, oh, that could never be me. They would never like me. I could never get that. It's the bullshit lies that you tell yourself. And I think so many more people would be successful in dating if they said, you know what? I like me. I'd rather be by myself than with someone that makes me feel like a fish fillet instead of caviar, you know?
Yeah.
But we're scared of our own shadows because we've been convinced that we're not good enough.
I know. And by just like life and also previous partners, like it adds up. It adds up.
That insecurity, it inflates.
It gets crazy. The tariffs on the insecurity are high. Yeah.
The baddie tariff, like
truly.
Please.
What is the next president going to do about the baddie tariff? That's what I want to know. It's fucking hard out here. Okay, we asked our listeners to write in because, you know, this is an advice podcast.
Yes.
The day. Yes. But we asked them to tell us about their messiest situationship.
Gorgeous, I'm ready.
Have you had any messy situationships?
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
Maybe. Well, let's see if they're as messy as you.
Like,
We'll see.
Yes. Oh my God. Wait. Can I tell you my messiest one?
Yes.
Okay. No.
I didn't want to pry.
Oh,
but I was very interested. I'm like, that laughter.
Open book. So what happened? I met this guy. And the reason I'm talking so much shit about situationships because I was the person that was trying to stay. Met him through mutual friends at the beach. Was totally in love with him. He looked like this male model. Like he looked like a Timothée Chalamet dupe. Yeah, no, he was gorgeous.
We loved him.
And we had a summer fling. And I always would have a few glasses of wine and be like, "You're the one. I love you." But we continued to hook up. We had so much fun together. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like situationships can be fun.
Oh, I feel like they're the most fun.
Yeah, they're the most fun because you're test driving the car knowing you'll never be able to buy it.
Right.
But it gets not fun. So anyway, we're literally having the time of our lives. And at the end, he's like, like I'm not ready for anything. The pandemic hits. And I think everyone during the pandemic was allowed like at least 5 drunk calls to their exes.
Yeah.
So I call him and I'm like, you were the one. Like you're the one that got away. I'll never see you again. Like, and he was like, I'm sorry, Tiff. Like I just can't be what you need. I'm not ready for a relationship. I like you a lot, but I'm not ready for a relationship.
He was clear with it.
He was clear. No, it was my fault.
Mm.
But then guess what? I hear 2 weeks later.
He's engaged. He's engaged.
Upstate house.
Motherfucker.
With a girl I knew. And I'm the clown. You know what? That's when the situationships don't get fun. You have fun, but listen to people when they talk. And if they say he's not ready for something, he's just not ready for you.
I say this all the time. The rage that just like formed behind my eyeballs. What's your sign?
Sag.
You didn't burn his house down?
No, because he's still in my DMs now. The guys that reject you then. And I'll never respond.
Out of respect for his nuptials.
Yeah, no. I think he's divorced and hopefully balding. No, I wish
motherfucker.
No, he's still hot.
But that always happens though. It's always I'm not ready. Oh, but dun 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 dun. You're getting married.
But the thing is now, and that was again like probably like a few years ago. But now if someone's into you from the jump. And that's why first dates are super important because you pick up on this information so soon.
Yeah.
If someone's on a first date talking about rosters and how busy they are and how fucking great their life is.
Yeah.
It's like that episode in Sex and the City when the guy met Miranda at the gym just when she was being herself.
Mm-hmm.
But then she was feeling insecure. So then she's like, I love my life.
Yes.
And then he was so turned off.
Yes.
Because I think that authenticity of just being you. And the problem is sometimes we don't think being ourselves is enough and then we have to put on a show. But if you can just exist and then also listen to what people say on a date. If someone keeps on a date saying, I'm so crazy or my ex is crazy or chaos, they're the fucking chaos.
Yep.
And, protecting your peace is priceless. And I feel like that's why a guy that shows up on time, makes a date, puts in effort, it's bare minimum, but it's saying more than about the date.
Yeah.
If you're chasing someone down to see you, you're going to be chasing them when they're like onto someone new.
Right.
There should be no, we're not Olympians. We're not running. Leave the shoes at home. Put on your kitten heels.
Yeah.
Someone that likes you will know off the jump.
And a first date is like a window into what this person's priorities
This is
are.
the best it's going to get.
This is the best. If this is the first impression and upon first impression, the person is wasted on the first date, shows up 30 minutes late, is talking shit about all their exes on the date, doesn't pay the bill, burps, like what are we doing here?
I think we put different standards on love than we do in other things. And I think that really needs to change. In the sense that like, if you really care about something, you'll be there on time. You'll be there ready to go. And I always say, like, what would he do if he was on a date with his dream girl? So, like,
not that. He
like,
wouldn't be farting.
Like, if Dua Peep was at the date, you think he would be 30 minutes late being like, fuck you? Like, no.
Right.
You think he'd be on, literally, I've been on dates and they're like on a dating app while on the date. And I'm like,
no, you haven't.
No. Oh my God.
No, you haven't.
You know those musicians. I am a reformed musician lover. Now I'm trying to like the finance guys, but they only invest in the stocks and not me. No, I'm kidding.
They're so boring.
They're so boring.
They're so boring.
Like,
It's
why can't I get a
sad.
musician personality and a stock bro like body?
Yeah.
Like I love a man in a suit.
Oh, suit is a nice tailored suit.
Oh, that's I was in Midtown yesterday filming, and all the men are hiding in Midtown.
Really?
But I don't want to go to Midtown.
Well, that's why they're hiding.
But they're hiding. That Turtle
that way
Bay.
they can get away from dating.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Upper East Side is now the new like territory too, where a lot of them are. I just can't.
I stay far away from all of those areas and the men. Now I don't have to look for them. So
Thank God. Are you gonna set me up?
I would happily say.
Do you have any friends?
The problem is I have a very long list of bad bitches that need male partners specifically, and there's no
Can I join the queue?
Yes, you can join the queue. But there's no qualified male partners for them. It's really sad.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, this is another thing that I like really want to hopefully work on is like, I think there's a lot of great guys out there that also are suffering too.
Yes.
Because those toxic masculine guys with a fucking podcast that are bald and being like, bitches love this.
Yeah.
Shocker, they don't love whatever they're saying.
And they're not getting bitches.
Yeah, they haven't been laid ever.
Ever.
And those are the people that are calling women like, you know, overweight or attacking women on their physical stuff, and that comes from their insecurity. And like my job now, meeting so many different people, I do believe people in their core are good.
Yeah. I feel like the good people are missing each other though.
Yes.
We're like passing ships in the night.
Because fear, I think also where we're all struggling is because our phones are now our like safety blanket.
Yeah.
The moment in an elevator when you lock eyes with someone, instead of like pursuing that, you're like, oh shit, I'm nervous, you know? And then you look at your phone. Like today, it even happened to me. This hot man stopped me from getting hit by a cab. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, because he did protect me, and he like did that. And then I like, I was like, oh, no problem. And then I was like,
and you just left.
Yeah, because I was like, my Lulu's like sweat dripping. I was like, I don't want to talk right now. But then I like turned around. And I was like, are you the one that got away?
You didn't want to be like Miranda at the gym.
No.
I don't want him seeing me.
Why do I never run into men when I'm looking like a baddie?
Oh, it never happens.
I'm always looking like a saddie. Like I'm always listening to like Phoebe Bridgers in like a sweatsuit, and I always see the hot men then.
It's Phoebe's fault.
Fuck.
It's Phoebe's fault.
Fuck.
Turn her off. You'd be listening to Meg Thee Stallion all the time.
Yes. Oh my God. I need that.
Oh my God. Okay, let's listen to the besties situationships.
Oh yes. Sorry,
No, they're messiest situationships. Oh, situationship for over 6 years. 3 years in, we found out that both of us had partners, and we still continued. Well, I think that there's another word for that now.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you cook.
I don't think it's a situationship now. If you both have partners, I think it's called adultery. But
the good old
I'm not
the
judging.
the big A.
But I'm not judging, Bessie. Saved me from the LA fires, banged me on Valentine's Day, broke up with me 5 days before my birthday. If you save me from the fucking fires, we go together.
Like we're married.
If I was in a burning building and a firefighter saved me, I would be like, you're my husband now.
No, you know what, Bill? He was the burning fire. You escaped him.
Yeah.
He was the burning building.
I love a rebrand.
You know what? Yeah, he saved you. Thank God you're safe. Happy you're well. And that was what it was meant to be. Sometimes just because it doesn't last forever doesn't mean it didn't have meaning. And for you, he saved your ass. I'm happy you're doing well. And you had a little taste of romance. But at the end of the day, he showed you who he was, and you got to let it go because it was for a reason. Maybe you really enjoyed that time you had with him.
Yeah.
Maybe you needed that distraction. And but just don't call this man. Like literally leave that alone.
No, he's done. But at least, you know, you got some dick on Valentine's Day, and a lot of people didn't. And that's
I hope the sex was good.
That's good for you. I'm glad. I'm happy about that. Okay, let's see. Someone said, went on a romantic vacation with a coworker to Japan for 2 weeks, and then he ghosted me.
Okay, I call this like the cubicle cuties. Like it's very challenging to date someone you work with.
Cubicle cuties. It's like shitting where you eat.
No, literally. And one of you is going to have to quit. I mean, and most of the time, unless you really, I always say, if you really love someone you work with, make sure they're the one. Like this is like a huge threat to like your life.
Yeah.
Apartments, where you work.
Apartments is, I have a friend. Hopefully she's not listening to this. But bitch, you know who you are. 2 different apartment buildings she's now been in. She's had a man in each. Like she met one at the last apartment. That ended badly. And then she moved to another apartment and met another one, and that one's ended badly. And now you can't even walk your fucking dog outside because you're afraid that this motherfucker's gonna come around the corner. No. I can't do it. That's my safe space.
That's it. Yeah, you gotta evict that habit because I feel like, you know, seeing someone in your building might be the most, like, it's that anxiety of running into someone. Like, I'm not even sure. I'm gatekeeping my favorite restaurants and bars from men that I'm seeing for months. You don't get that because I now still live in fear. We shared custody of one restaurant, and every day I go in and I'm like, am I going to see him with someone new? Am I going to literally crash the fuck out? So gatekeep a few spots, even if you're married. Like, that's yours,
honestly,
babe.
You got to have a few for the girls.
No, like,
I'm sorry. You don't need to give him everything.
Yeah, don't get anyone in your building. I mean, but for her with her employee, what's the relationship? Coworker?
Mm-hmm.
How did he ghost you? Did you run into each other at the printer later? Like, what's this? I have so many questions, but stay away.
Stay away. But a romantic vacation in Japan and then not talking to me.
Was it a work trip?
Crazy. She said romantic vacation.
So many questions. I actually tell her to follow up.
I know. I need more.
I need more information before I speak.
I need more. Okay. This one said, he's 7 years younger. Says he wants a wife and kids. I'm divorced with kids. He still hooks up with me.
So I have a whole chapter about this in the book about dating post-divorce and how sometimes that can be really challenging because you feel like you're a bit in limbo because it's like, oh, I might like to date younger, but they want future planning. And I don't want to date so much older because they don't have the same like lifestyle as I do.
Yeah.
I feel like she needs to have fun with him if that's what she wants. But those are huge lifestyle alignments that like are very hard to negotiate. Someone wants kids and a family and you don't, or maybe she could be open to having kids again. But I call this, and there's a huge part of the book where it's talking about you can love someone, but if your infrastructure isn't right, it's going to crumble no matter how great two people are.
Yeah.
Whether that's money, whether that's kids, whether that's religion, whether that's just values. So I feel like she needs to either have fun or be done because that's not going to go anywhere.
And just be clear, too. If you're not trying to have any more kids and you're not trying to get married again, you'd be like, listen, buddy, you're sweet, but no.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, wait, there's a second part.
Second part.
She says he still hooks up with me, even though we both know he won't get what he wants. I am using him for fantastic sex.
Okay.
Oh. Well.
Okay. All right. Go off. In a world of mediocre sex, queen? I'm happy you're having good one. You know what? You're the 1%. So like go off. I want you get that good dick.
Correct.
But also don't be a dick. Like,
yeah, you gotta be clear. Be clear. Get that dick, but be clear.
Be clear. Look, I think the main thing is like these are conversations that don't seem sexy, but they can be sexy in the long run.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, if he like when y'all are not having amazing sex, what are y'all doing? Are you talking about like how you feel for each other? Are you talking about future plans?
Right.
Because it has to be insanely clear or it's not fair to him.
Yeah.
It's not fair to him to leave him dangling. You're dangling, you know, how fucking amazing you are. And of course he wants to be with you. But no one deserves to be strung on that something may happen if you know it's not going to.
That's a fact. Even the men. Unfortunately. I hate to speak up for them.
You know what? I know.
I hate to speak up for them.
I mean, but at the end of the day, get laid.
You know, and that's that on that. Tiff, you're just fantastic.
So are you, baby.
Tell people where they can find you, where they can find the book, and get all the tea.
Oh my gosh. Well, for more dating advice online, you can find me at Tiff Baira, TiffBaira on Instagram and TikTok. You can buy my book, Modern Dating for Dummies, out August 19th on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon. And you can find me at a local bar flirting with a nice martini.
Yes. Or Street Hearts,
yes,
hooking other people up.
Oh, yes. If you need help finding love, you can come on Street Hearts. That's at Street Hearts on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm going to be waiting for you to set me up.
Girl, we got to get that queue down.
All right.
That list is long.
I know.
I just don't understand. I do understand. I need to do better. I need to make a series of finding where the good men are at.
I'm out there in the trenches looking too.
When you know,
let's send your friends to Street Hearts. Let's match them. Let's do it together.
But we also need to do it for you.
See, this is my fucking problem.
Just give me the wings. I'll do your episode. You can help everybody else, but I'll do yours.
Okay.
And find you somebody.
I'm ready.
Tiff, thank you so much.
Thank you, my love.
Bye.